If you find the information useful, please click the like button so others can find our content. For more information, please visit us at thejerusalemassembly.org. If you have questions, contact us on our Facebook page. The links are provided in the description below. March 27, 2020. The numbers tell it all, 04042020. Part 2. By Ruben D. Garcia. Greetings my beloved readers and friends. I hereby offer my sincere apologies for my absence in the last 6 weeks. I chose to exercise a spiritual retreat due to not only contemplating the crisis we are experiencing throughout the world, but also I used the time to seek enlightenment regarding the roles humanity plays in all of this. I found that our roles were and are not as cameo appearances but a full-length performance. The state of our current predicament is not one caused by divine or earthly bound conditions but by our own doing. Somehow, along the way of humanity and Earth's ascension to a greater consciousness was somehow interrupted by humanity's not only deceptive but also malevolent attitude. It is not worthy any longer now or later to judge the culprit or culprits because the universe with its divine nature will reveal all that took place and for what reasons. Once these intents are disclosed throughout the world, humanity's mind concept and consciousness will have a radical transformation and finally after centuries of deception, misguided purposes, humanity will pay attention and be capable to see clearly the confusion we inherited throughout eons of manipulation of our free will, and no longer humanity will be wondering our nature and purpose. For the year 2020, it is very significant for me as I depicted in my novel, God's Chosen Ones, that was to be the key principle in humanity's need to change its attitudes not only toward God but also toward other human beings. The year 2020 may seem unreal to many right now, but it was designed by the divine to be spiritual extraordinaire. Its primary purpose, and noted in the novel, it was to be the period to not only observe but actually participate, get involved in a simple process of learning how to assess that what is good and the bad of this extraordinary circumstance and the upcoming ones. This simple but overwhelming crisis to most of humanity has for determinant for humanity to finally contemplate the virtues of unconditional love, harmony, compassion, and peace as never since mankind, resulting for all of humanity to change their lives. Simply, engulfing oneself in the light of the divine and the nature of his greatness, resulting in a greater awareness in who we are and our divine purpose. It is this crisis and others to come that would bring about a radical spiritual metamorphosis for all of humanity. We will go from simple creation of God to be beings as children of God, an aspiration from an awesome and divine source essence beyond human comprehension at this time. What most often causes confusion and fears is the existence of ominous perception, making an individual, a group or nation to become members of an uncertainty frenzy that in some cases causes panic, resulting in not only emotional but also spiritual unmitigated chaos. Presently, there are factors that can be associated with every circumstance. There are most often associated with specific period, seasons, or even phases from a universe input to a simple astrological connotation. In January of 2020, I posted a very important article with the similar title but addressing the synchronization element of events associated with specific numerical values. This awareness of synchronization of numbers or letters is vital to comprehend how a dilemma, crisis can be explained in terms of purposeful intent. The Bible is full of purposeful trends toward humanity. It is no difference for us on the 21st century. In fact, the fact of paying attention to intuitive thoughts is a great ally before, during and after a crisis. It does matter, whether it is a personal, a family, or a community, and in this case global. However, humanity for the most part relied on words, actions, and experiences from others as solvable solution to any ill-favored circumstances when your inner soul and spirit is the best confidant you possess. Now, you may think that this reliance in your intuition is bogus, but believe me, it is not. Presently, there are significant numbers of individuals known as light workers manifesting and devotedly seeking favorable conditions toward humanity during this virus crisis. You may not recognize them, but your neighbor could be one. They spent their time in meditations and seeking further divine enlightenment to assist humanity to not only confront the crisis but to also endure it with degrees of hope, love, and kindness. These unique individuals, shall we say as it truly is, they volunteered to be here to assist humanity in its ascension to greater levels of consciousness. For example, they are the wise ones, the empaths, the spiritual coaches and tutors for humanity, advising and mediating humanity through any given crisis. In my novel they are described as angels, but they are more than that, I assure you. In our previous busy world, suddenly it was brought to a halt, creating all sorts of uncertainties, fears, and apprehension. That is natural to a world embedded in selfishness and egotistic attitudes. However, this virus, as small as it was able to render the world to its knees without regard of color, creed, or ethnicity. A principle never contemplated by any mind. Still, it defeated all the great nations of the world by simply defeating our supremacy, and from this act, viewed as chaotic, a new ideology and a new purpose will rise from its effects. I think that humanity will forever pay attention and be more cognizant of our invincibility being fragile than ever before, which brings me to the core of this article: numbers and synchronicity. We seldom recognized that for every divine auspice event, there is resource or point of reference. In my opinion, and written in previous of my articles, there is always a correlation or determinant along with an event or events. In the article of January 2020, I explained the value of numerical synchronicity. In this article I will expand or relate the importance of the next significant period in the year 2020. It has to do with the month of April 2020, and herewith is an explanation and a request that I will outline at the end of this article. We recognize that the numerical value for the month of April is the number 4. Each month has a numerical value. For example, May is 5, June is 6, and July is 7, and so forth. Each month has vital mathematical characteristics, and ancient culture recognized the value of these numerical numbers and their impact in their daily lives. That has not changed. Except that the process has changed due to the advancement of technology. Let's conduct a quick review. January 1, 2020 can be interpreted as 1, 1, 20 and 20. Now, adding these numbers with is the key for understanding the interaction of the mind and universe alignment. S provides a total value of 6, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0. At initial observance you may find it to be ludicrous if not ridiculous to observe, but it does have significance. Imagine this for a moment. You are driving through a foggy morning, hardly seeing 50 feet before you. Your intuition and mind tells you that driving at higher speed as you would do in a clear morning are neither wise nor desirable. The same is with synchronization of the numbers for each month. They are markers along that road we call destiny, and in some cases, the true reality. Thus, January 1, 2020 was more than just the celebration of the new year. Oh no, it was the radar you wish you had in your vehicle to see where you would be going with more peace of mind and assurance. Why was January so important? Well, remember the number 6, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 6. In the case of the virus crisis in America, the first case was located in Washington state on January 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6. The individual walked among other people for 15 days to say the least. Did his arrival arrive shortly before the end of the year 2019 or right after the year 2020? Most of you may find this to be circumstantial, and that is all right. However, we continue with the numerical value of February 2, 2020, and explained in my previous article, you will find again synchronicity among the incidents of the crisis. For example, January 1 been the first day of the year 2020, then February 2 is the 33rd, 33, day of the year. Is this number familiar? And of course, if you count how many days are left in the year, you will find out that they are 333, 333 days left in the year 2020. Again, circumstantial? Nope. It is also to be noted that February 2 falls on the 6th week of the year, again circumstantial? Nope. My purpose for this is to show you, my beloved readers, that there is and will not be circumstances in the year 2020 but destiny-driven realities that we all need to understand and apply when feasible to each individual purpose. Also, February was to become the spark to ignite the viral epidemic in New York. The first case of the virus was noted on March 3. Numbers tells it all, March 3, 2020, and from there in just 10 days the epidemic took hold of New York at tremendous speed. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 10. I can tell you that from January 1, 2020 to March 3, 2020 were 63 days, 6 plus 3 equals 9, Tesla universal law of the 3,6 and 9 as the universal platform or cosmic existence for all things, and the number 9 also corresponds to the date March 3 to be the 9th Tuesday of the year, also to the 10th week of 2020, and better yet, on March 3, there are 303, 3 plus 0 plus 3 equals 6, days left in the year 2020. There is definitely a correlation to synchronicity of number of the month, the day, and the year. So, let's look at what waits for April 4th. April has its numerical number of 4. On April 4, 2020, which renders the following information, 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 12. Why are these dates so significant? As I mentioned earlier, they are markers along our existence and reality markers. Each one manifest and contain vital aspects to assist humanity to maintain a correct course, but also one that has been designed for a smooth sailing. However, it has not been the nature of humanity to adhere to that universe condition. Thus, throughout mankind's existence somehow we have survived by gracious acts of God, and the year 2020, 20 plus 20 equals 40, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 4, and it is this date, April 4, 2020 that is vital to humanity but also unprecedented, because during April 4, humanity must not pray as we have been taught but become children supplicating with a contrite heart for God, the Supreme I Am, the great source, to look humanity as the prodigal child returning to God, the Father's house and His ways. The 4th of April is one of 3 days for supplications, which denotes asking humbly and earnestly to God with a fervent desire to entreat with love and kindness toward humanity during this hour of need. The difference between praying and supplicating are quite different. Humanity has been conditioned to address God with prayers, which most time is misunderstood because conducting prayers can be directed to a god or any other deity. In fact, the Our Father is the perfect example of an act of supplication. It denotes asking humbly to God to entreat in behalf of the person or persons. For example, I am sure you have experienced this. Your child is not quite adhering to the desires of your heart. You worry that something may happen to him if he doesn't change his attitudes. You can convey to the child, I pray to God nothing happens to you, or I pray to God to keep you safe. In this verbal petition you are leaving to God everything, and in some ideology you convey a deep concern in your words toward God. What is different is that you perceive that only God can do it. Whereas, if you were to say it in this manner, I supplicate to please for you to sense my concern for your well-being, and I also supplicate to God to guide you in understanding my emotional distress due to your actions. In this version, you the parent humble yourself and plead for your child to understand your emotional state. But it also demonstrated to God your trust in Him and the reassurance whatever He may see worthy of you, He will ease your emotional torment. God is not a deity as prayers devote its significant. A good example of what I am relaying to you can be found in 1 King chapter 18, where prayers were offered to the deity Baal, but Elijah simple honored God and built an altar with 12 stones. Placed wood over the altar along with the sacrifice to God, filling the trench with water 3 times. All Elijah did was to honor and thank God for what he was about to perform. After all, Elijah trusted and believed in God. Then, the most significant word spoke but seldom used by us today. He said with humility and fervor, "Hear me, O Lord." These are the words for April 4, 2020. On this day, humanity must remove its garments of fears, destitute and as the people of Israel before Elijah needed to see the greatness of God, so it is for us on March 4. Therefore, I hereby seek for my beloved readers to offer an emotional sacrifice to God on this day, for it is another road mark in our journey to the end of the year 2020. Simply, limit your activities that render you pleasure and seek meditative period of supplications, pleading to God to be kind and generous not only to America but the rest of the world and begin the reduction of crisis. Be mindful that within your supplications you will make inclusive the changes you take upon to do away with the principles that made you distant from Him. But above, one major thing that I have often outlined in my recent articles is for you to realize that you are divine in nature and capable of returning to Him without pretext or condition. Finally, I encourage for you and loved ones to read previous articles outlining various not only interesting but resourceful comments for today's events. Thus, I supplicate for you to be cognizant that changes are coming and an awakened person is able to confront the rampart fears with wisdom and love. That is what all of humanity must exercise on April 4, 2020. Be a divine warrior, be awakened person and most of all, seek the light of truth through meditative stages and contemplations. In short, fast from the activities of the world that hinders your peace during this crisis. Seek God to comfort your soul. After all, you are a very much part of the Supreme Source and Creator. And so it is. Namaste.